In this video,
here it is.
The tool drop landed, Parkside tap and die set.
Every trick in the book. There's a circuit board of the motor if you ever need to replace it.
Surprising the tool drop.
Thought of the colour scheme. Oh, the Parkside Tools came out in Lidl, 2nd of July. Let's have a look around store and see what they've got.
And for transparency, when I filmed this, I hadn't been in store yet because I knew I'd be out of the country when it dropped. Hopefully buying other Parkside tools that aren't in the UK, but that'll come in another video.
So I got someone else to film around store.
So we'll have a look at that footage. I also bought a tool from Lidl, a Parkside tool that I think I got scammed on. Well, I didn't, Lidl did, but I got the repercussions of it. All will become clear in this video.
And remember that 20-volt Parkside fan? Well, I took it apart. And I'm going to turn it into something to do with the World Cup. But I hadn't had chance. So I'll show you where I'm up to, and then the rest of it will come in another video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It helps the channel out massively. Cheers. Keep your comments coming. I've got loads of videos to come and some tools from another country, hopefully. So, fellow sheddies and tool lovers, let's stop the waffle and get on with it. Hello, sheddies. And you join me again in my shed.
Right then, quite a bit of time has passed since the last video where I showed you the tools I already had that were coming out in Lidl. And like I say, I got someone to film a few clips for me while I was out the country, so this video is a bit of a mishmash. But anyway, there's the shorts, if you want some, the Parkside shorts. And next to them, we've got the bolt croppers. I showed them in the last video, £8. And then next to them is the screwdriver set, which is also £8. And those were in the tool drop before this tool drop. But anyway, these are the new tools for this tool drop. The colour-coded Allen keys for a £5 and the precision screwdriver set with ratchet holder. Now, this was in the tool drop before as well. This is the 12-volt fake Dremel that I showed in another video. But there's also a 4-volt one coming up. £4, they've still got the flappy wheel disc sanders and other grinder attachments, and the rope, varying thicknesses and lengths, and then the tape and drape and masking tape for £3. Next is the 20-volt wet dry vac, really like mine, £40. Oh, and by the way, this was filmed on the 2nd of July and in Nottingham, and we discussed these area codes in the last video. We'll discuss that more when I'm back in the country. The Parkside Performance grinder still in stock for £40. Mixed reviews on them. I do like mine, but I think the collar has changed on their new ones. Cordless paint sprayers back in stock for £25, and for £25 the 20-volt cordless right-angled impact wrench. I never picked one of those up. Let me know if they're worth getting. I think they're not bad. And the combination spanner set. This was in the tool drop before the last tool drop. Open-ended spanner on one side and then the ratchet ring spanner on the other. The Parkside Performance bit set still out at £8. And then we've also got the step drills, the saw drills and other drill attachments for a £5. The 20-volt cordless strimmer still in stock for £18. And also reduced to £18 is the paint sprayer, the mains version. That keeps coming back into stock. By the way, if you're new here, I've got loads more videos on my channel, hundreds in fact, of Parkside tool reviews. There's the caster dollies that I showed in the last video for a £10. There's the round one and the rectangular one, great to hang up in your workshop or shed, handy when you need it. And I showed these in action in my last video, the trestles, parcel tape and clear tape for £4. I think that's a pack of 4. And then next to it is the sprinklers. We've seen these come out before, £5. You've got the spinning one and the moving from side to side one. And the inspection cameras came out and the handheld ones, £30. The soldering iron, the 4-volt cordless one with the little docking station. And by the way, as I'm narrating this, I did pick up some Parkside tools abroad. Different to the UK, that's coming in a video soon. And for £6, we got the tweezer sets, and I think there was also a pick set and file set. There's the tap and die set in the metal box. I've got the plastic box version, and this isn't a bad price. The wet and dry vac cleaner for £28, and it's the mains version. And next, I only got a glimpse of this, but it's the silicone gun or the sealant gun for £5. Looks all right, that does. And a few of you said how good they are. There's the screwdriver set for a £5. There's also some long reach screwdrivers in there also, I believe. The tool set for £17, great for a beginner DIYer. In a fairly robust bag, screwdriver and bit set there, you can screw to your wall or put it on your workbench, £20. And for £25 reduced to, this is a bit of a surprise drop, I wasn't expecting this to come out, the mains planer, the 4-in-1 4-volt screwdriver, electric screwdriver, that's got the cutting wheel in there as well, and the right-angled adapter. gloves for £2, and for £13, it's the fake 4-volt with bits Dremel, or rotary tool, whatever you want to call it. And the fanboy Parkside stuff is still in stock. The hammer bottle openers and the circular saw pizza cutters. So I had this idea to turn some Parkside tool into something to do with the World Cup. Well, I do like the 20-volt cordless fans, so I bought another one. So I thought to myself, the Parkside fan is almost ball shape. Let me zoom out a bit. Well, it's as ball shape as I can get. I thought I'd turn it into a football, or paint it up like a football, and then do these stands in a different colour. Got an idea for that. I've shown this in plenty of videos before. $24.99 they were. Love them. Dead powerful. Last ages as well. That's a 2 amp hour battery. But with a 4 amp hour, 8 hours plus on full speed. It'll also give us an opportunity, because I'm going to take this apart to see how it's all assembled, how it's wired up. It looks like this is in 2 halves. Screws in there all the way around. Plastic caps at the end there. And then we've got a few screws here. Some sort of box lid. That must be the junction box for the wiring. 1 screw. Hook there so you can hang it from above. 2 screws and a bar. 2 screws there. I think that's the cover there for the cable. Screws all the way down, because that side hasn't got it. I'm going to feature the Parkside logo on there as well. I think I'm going to ruin the warranty. Never mind. I'm hoping it looks good when it's done. Right, let's start taking it apart. And let's use the tiny electric precision screwdriver from Parkside. Showed this in a video a while back. Nice. Not very strong, but I think it'll be good enough for these screws. Only one way to find out. Not strong enough for it. Does it need charging? No, it's not strong enough. Let's use this bad boy instead. By Parkside, rechargeable. This is the one where you can turn it that way or straight. And the Parkside Performance bits. I think you'll do. There we are. A bit of an angle, but it'll be all right. Magnetic. Right, that's them out. Oh, there we go. There's the cable. I mean, we can mass tape some of this up. Do these caps come off? Must do. It's soldered together. So the cable's going to the battery housing. That's the switch itself there. And that goes off to the fan. There we go. We've got some plastic pry bars. Should have used them really. Never mind, it's out. 1 screw. And a washer. And the cable goes into there. Phillip head screws. Use one of these. Better. Right then, so this should come off. Are you going to come off? There we are. All the screws are going to fall out now. There they all go. So the cable runs down here, a little cable cover, then to the fan. I wonder if that cap comes out. Yeah, 3 tiny screws in there. The last one. Does it release it, the motor? Ah, of course. So the cable runs down there. It looks like it's soldered in situ, unless there's a connector. It must be, because it's threaded through. Oh. So we can see the cable into the motor, red and black, fed through this housing, through the side, down the supports, and off to here, into the battery port. Don't do them 2 screws there. You're going to come off. There's 1 more screw down there, look. There's always one left over. There we are. And there's the plug. Let's unplug him from the board. There's the board, by the way. Out you come. Move him out of the way. Slide him through. I probably could have masked all this off, but it's fun. Right, there's the plug. We can mask all this stuff off to paint that. All right, let's undo all the cable cover. Now let's get the cable cover off. Him through there. Feed it through. And then we've just got to undo the last cable cover in there. Cable through there. There we are. And it's out. If you're interested. Oh, there we go, look. Brushless fan. DC, of course, 20 volt, 0.48 amps. And that's the part number if you ever need it. The rest of it should be pretty straightforward. I'm just going to take that off. I might take him out. And I'll mask up this. I'll be back to you when it's all disassembled. So here we go, all laid out. A collection of screws. There's the larger ones, smaller ones. We've got a ring here that sits, a rubber ring, that sits in one side.
gives it the friction so it holds in place. Pretty sure that's what it does. Screws and washers to fix these into the main body of it. Screws for the hook that goes underneath. Couple of caps go in there. The cable caps, the green one and the black one. Cover the underside of the switch, the back section, front section, cap that goes on the back, and the two upright stands. That bit there goes on here. I'm going to mask this off. That sits on top of there for the battery slot. There's a circuit board if you're interested. Now that's wide in situ, so I'm not going to bother taking that out. I'm just going to mask this part off. Not going to spray under there anyway. Mask off the switch. There's the plug for the fan if you're interested. There's the details of the motor if you ever need to replace it. Oh, just so you can see inside there and in there. Not much to it really. Right, I thought of the colour scheme. I think I've got everything I need.
But you're going to have to wait for another video to see how it turns out. Now, this next Parkside tool, I got scammed. Well, Lidl got scammed, but I got the brunt of it. Let me show you before I realised.
Right then, so I got this a couple of weeks ago, and I missed out on it on the tool drop, which was probably a week or so before that. But it came into store, one off, so I might have returned it. I've seen mixed reviews on these. I really want to use the buffer option.
I've got some scratches on my car that need sorting.
12-volt cordless polisher and sander. I want to do some buffing on my car. The model number, if you want it, PAAP12F6 with battery and charger, 12 volts, obviously 3-year warranty, 2 amp hour battery. I've got some 4 amp hour ones as well, like him, that's connected to the Parkside Performance drill. Locking mechanism, spindle lock. Polishing disc 75mm, sanding disc grit 800 and 1200 and 2000 for the finer sanding on cars, etc. No load rotation speed 0 to 2700 RPM, first gear, second gear up to 8000 RPM. There's all the sanding discs, buffer, the pad, the battery, the charger. Quick look on my back. Oh, and by the way, these were they $29.99? I'm pretty sure they were. Adjustable rotation speed, blah, 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 blah. Polishing plate with practical hook and loop attachment. Auxiliary handle mounted on either side. You can see there. With non-slip, soft grip elements. Rubber. 3-stage battery level indicator on the tool in a practical storage case. These are the nice boxes as well. Nice over-center catches on them. So 3 polishing pads for pre-polishing, finishing and maintenance. Right, so look. Oh, by the way, that's the part number that's on your receipt. 508 308. You can see on here, look, is obviously polishing, but also sanding wood, as well as paintwork. You can get a fine enough grit, like headlights on cars, with a really fine grit, and then work up to polishing. Here we are, over center catchers, raised Parkside in the nice box, handle on top. Here it is. Look at that, beautiful setup. Charger. Hang on. The cheeky. I said, where's the box? I think I'm gonna have to save that. Do you know what's happened? I showed this in a video a few back that I bought it. It was the last one in there after the tool drop, a few weeks afterwards, I think it was. And I said, I wonder if someone's returned it. Can you guess what's happened? They've returned it and took the battery out. How cheeky is that? Well, I'm obviously gonna return it. I don't really want to use it. Because they're gonna, oh dear. Right, well, at least you can see it and you might be able to hear it. So I'm going to use one of my batteries. But they've took the battery out and put that cable clip back in there.
Of course, I don't know this for sure, but I think it's a pretty good assumption.
Did think that was a bit big. That's a crafty and a long-winded way of doing it, isn't it? How annoying. There's a bit of dirt on there as well. That is annoying. But I've got it open now and I ain't got time to swap it over. In fact, they ain't got any left in stock anyway. So in my opinion, they could either give me a battery or knock me the price of a battery off, because I've got plenty of batteries anyway. Anyway, rubber all over it. And we got the buffing pads, sanding discs, the instructions, of course. But I suppose, shall I keep it now? I can still stick this battery in. Let's just give it a whirl. And activate. Yeah, that's on setting 1. That's quiet. Sparky though, of course, look. Oh, it's come off. It's a screw thread that locks in there. I think someone might have mentioned this in the comments. Or did they mention that doesn't lock it? Well, that locks in all right. There we go, the button. You can't pull the trigger in. Push that button in from either side before you start using it. It feels smooth though, that. Yeah, I just want tightened up enough. The handle as well, of course. Screw that into the side. A slight angle, look. So you're clear away from whatever you're sanding or polishing, clear your knuckles, because it is quite close to the body of it. Let me know, has anyone else had that, where they've opened a box, it ain't got a battery in there? Of course, we can screw that onto the other side as well. But I'm not going to use it. I'm going to take it back. I knew this was going to be a fairly short video anyway. Oh, I'll take the battery out. They might do me a bit of a deal, I don't know. But we'll soon find out, and I'll report back to you.
And it may seem this video's thrown together a little bit, and you're probably right. And a bit of a mishmash, unfinished things going on, but hopefully you got something out of it. Checking the size of cable ties on Parkside cases for one. That's if I'm right, of course.
Every trick in the book. They hardly cost anything either. I think at one point, there were a charger and this battery for, was it less than a tenner? It was about $6.99. Anyway, it is what it is. Next, right, for the giveaway, a sticker. There's only one. I've got another one coming, so you'll get that by the time you claim it. If you want to be entered, just put I'm in below in the comments. Anything you like after it, or just I'm in on its own, and I'll pick a winner at random in another video. I never let you know in the comments, and I don't get in touch with you in any way to say you've won. This stops the scammers pretending to be me in the comments and saying you've won. I only announce it in another video. Right, let's do the results on the last giveaway.
So as usual, I use a random comment picker off the Tinternet, and this time the winner is Ian Yams. Send me an email, it's in the description below. Well done.
Bit of a different video. Keep your comments coming. I've got loads of videos to come. As always, I appreciate you for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. I'll put a link on the screen now to my tool review playlist, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Take care. And remember, keep calm and head to the shed. Cheers. See you next time on Weekend Shedhead.